Hello everybody, welcome to my workbench. I'm starting off a new project. I was busy with a receiver. The last post was at part 4 I believe, and I put it aside for a little while because not many people have watched the videos about that receiver, so I think it is useful to wait with continuing that project. So that aside, I started off a new project, or intend to, an old school CW transmitter. As you can see, I have a box that I made from board, print board. That's very sturdy though. This is a two board from 30 centimeters by 20 and two boards from 20 by 20. I'll show you what I've done. So, well, it is not mounted yet, so I have a double capacitor here for the oscillator, and I have a single tuning capacitor here for the coil. This is the holder of it. This is a drain pipe, 50 millimeters. I'll put some wire on that. So, well, I cannibalize that from other things. So this box, as it were, saw a lot of adventures. So there are a lot of holes in there. What I did in the past. So I built it and I removed it, and I built it and removed it. So I now intend to make an old school CW transmitter. So I will turn them around so you get an impression what it's going to be. So we have a nice old-fashioned milliamp meter here for 100 milliamps. So we have here the switch for the power for the end stage, and a switch here for the VFO, the oscillator. And we have the jack here for the key, and I intend also, because it is necessary, to put a switch in there for the antenna coil, to switch that, because we're working on two bands, on 40 and on 80 meters. So that's what has to be done. And the valve I'm going to use as an EF80. It's a good reliable valve for an oscillator. Yeah, EF80, so this Echo Foxtrot 80. And the other valve is all European. There's the EL34. So it actually is an audio valve, but it is functioning quite well on high frequency. So that's why the reason I use this. This is the Echo Lima 34. So that's the valve that go in there. So I'll make an power supply for that, and that will consist of 250 volts and 350 volts. I have probably a transformer I made. I have to look it up, otherwise I have to make it. So to supply the power for this CW transmitter. So I think it is a nice project, and it goes back to the old days, and that's the intention what I want to do. So I will now connect or fit all the capacitors, tuning capacitors, what's necessary. Everything is there. The delay for the antenna capacitor, because he's a bit loose, it tends to slip away, and you can't have that if you are transmitting. So that any shock or anything would cause a movement in the oh god, and the frequency. So anyway, so that is what I put in, and I also will put in a digital frequency meter, but it's going to be up here. So that will give me exactly the frequency I'm at. So the nice part of this is it is a normal oscillator. It is not a crystal oscillator. It is a sturdy and stable oscillator. I proved that with my RF signal generator. I will move the camera over to that so you can see. And let's have a look a bit up. You can see properly. Come on. There we go. So that's our signal generator, and this oscillator, what is in there, I'm going to put it in that CW transmitter. So this oscillator will be functioning. You know, he's very stable, so we have no problems in in holding frequency. So that's very important if you are making a QSO, that you are able to hold on to the frequency. So we have 7 megahertz here. So you put that, that's about the frequency where we should be at. So for CW, so well, he's not warm yet, but there again he's running a bit up and down with the last digits, but you can see he's already staying there on the 7045, and it goes down a bit now. See, well, that's why you have to warm them up before you start all things up. So if you go up to a quarter of an hour, then the set is warmed up, and it's running up and down will be stopped then. So you can see here that this is working, and that is the same for the lower frequencies. Let's have a look. 3.5. We're up, and there you go. 3.5. And it's about the same thing, yeah. 3.5.5.3.9, something like that. You are in the area of CW. So, and the nicest part of it is, if you put a modulator on there, that's the normal amplifier, so that the accent transformer will be high impedance, and you put it in series with the power supply, then you can make a normal QSO with that as well. So it won't exceed probably 10 watts, or what the heck, it doesn't matter really. So you are able to, let's have a look, you can go up to 3, 7, 8, there you go. You can do what you like actually, you can make a normal QSO. Anyway, you won't have any sideband effect because it is not in there. So it will be much wider. I don't know where other amateurs will be pleased with that, but then again, I noticed already that people are on the band with vintage receivers and transmitters, and making QSO with that. So I thought by myself, why not do it yourself? And actually it's a very nice thing to do, you know, have a nice low power transmitter and see how far it goes, see how far you can go without making a connection. So that's the main part of it. So that's the inspiration. So there you have it, guys. We're on our way again, and I will shut this video down, and then we come back to you when we have more to say. Alright?